Imagine that your life, from the very first moment of your existence, was never truly yours, but rather a consumer commodity available to millions. This is the core dilemma in the life of Northwest, who was born to find herself under camera lenses long before she could understand the meaning of privacy. Her childhood was not a private choice, it was part of the Kardashian strategy that knows no bounds. While celebrities usually strive to protect their children, North was transformed into an accessory to her mother's fashion, creating a conditioned association for the public that she is merely an extension of Kim's brand, rather than an independent entity with the right to retreat and grow away from the glare of stardom. When observing North today, especially through her TikTok videos, we notice behavior that raises many questions. She often appears in the role of the corrector of her mother's mistakes or mocks the details of her lifestyle. This behavior, in its psychological essence, is not just childish mischief. It is a desperate attempt to impose personal boundaries in an environment that does not recognize privacy. She uses rebellion as a defensive tool to control the narrative. If the world is going to watch her against her will, she at least decides how she appears. It is a clever, yet painful, mechanism for a child trying to prove to the world that she is not just a doll in her mother's fashion show. The dual pressure North lives under cannot be ignored. She is trapped between two completely contradictory worlds: Kim Kardashian's realm, which sanctifies image, brands, and constant digital exposure, and Kanye West's confrontational world, which rejects this moral fragmentation of fame. This contradiction puts her in a state of conflicted loyalty, where she is forced to perform constantly and try to prove her worth in the fields of art and fashion while she is still in her formative years. When she faces public backlash for participating in major productions or releasing musical albums, we are not truly attacking a child's talent, but rather the system that has placed her in an unfair confrontation with adult standards before she has had the chance to enjoy her right to play. Even the constant changes in her appearance, from bold hair colors to serious attempts at finding a rebellious visual identity, reflect an existential struggle. She is striving to carve out an identity that transcends the image of the perfect daughter planned by her grandmother, Kris Jenner, attempting to transform from an investment project into a personality with her own distinct footprint. Ultimately, Northwest is not just a passive victim, but an early survivor who has learned that power lies in controlling the image others see. Yet, the ethical question remains: is this early independence a life raft for North, or is it simply fresh fuel for the fame machine that will never stop consuming her life? This brings us to the controversial question that faces us all. Should we consider Northwest's early independence as the only means of protecting her from psychological collapse under the weight of fame? Or is this rebellion exactly what feeds the cycle of exploitation that makes her such a lucrative subject for views and engagement? It is an issue that touches the boundaries of parenting in the age of celebrity, inviting us to reflect on the thin line between supporting a child's ambition and turning their entire existence into a profitable business.